2017 Super Air Nautique GS20. Got this thing sitting with a Victory Red hull bottom and accent, gunmetal forward stripe and lower deck stripe, silver cloud main and upper deck stripe, and interior deck with a, Mystic White, and a Mystic White tower as well. We've also equipped this with the surf graphic, so you'll have the graphic on the side, as you can see, and one on the platform here towards the back. If I stand up, you can actually see that pretty nicely there. The tower's equipped with a pair of 8.8 JL tower speakers and the new rotating board racks with the wider footprint, so you can fit some bigger boards in there, along with our bimini top. On the back, the GS has the new rear-facing seats and some awesome SeaDek step pads going into the boat, so you're not walking on your vinyl. So let's hop inside and take a look at the interior and all the awesome features on the all-new GS20. All right, guys, on into the interior of the GS20. As you can see, we've got frost gray interior with the gray seat boxing, gunmetal accents, and onyx black carbona, and red stitching. So there's your red stitching that's throughout the entire interior, and a good look at that carbona and gunmetal with that slight sparkle to the vinyl. So it looks really good. And then our red piping here. On the back end of the boat, you're going to see our rear-facing seats back here, and our surf graphic on the SeaDek on the platform. Really cool thing they did on the GS is you get these step pads all through the back end of the boat, so you're not having to walk on vinyl to get in here. Same goes for the step on into the interior. Back here, you'll see we've got the pop-up ski pylon. So that thing pops up and hides like that, simply locks in place. Beautiful thing on the GS20 and 22 is that all the ballast is subfloor, so you get huge storage space on either side of the engine in the back here. Really nice deep storage. Finished out in SeaDek. This particular GS22 is set up with the ZR4 engine, 409 horsepower. This is a 6-liter, 5-year warranty on the drivetrain on this PCM. And let's break open some of these storage areas on the interior of the boat. Actually, before I do that, let's check out the tower. So, new tower for the GS series. It's more of a low profile look to it. Fits the boat nicely. We've got swivel board racks standard on this. And this year they've fully coated these in a finish to where it's not going to scrape up boards. And they've also widened the arms there, so you can accommodate thicker surfboards for that. We've also equipped this with a pair of JL 8.8 tower speakers with the down lighting, so you can see the light bar on the fronts there, and then the bimini top with the surf pockets on top. Cool feature which we'll point out on the dash is the awareness cam. So that thing aims back and you can see around the back end of the boat and what's in the water around you. It's a nice safety feature. Let's come on inside here. So, behind the driver, we've got an awesome Igloo full-size cooler that drops in there, along with your trash can. That opens up the storage under the glove box area of the boat by keeping the trash can back here. And they made the smaller seat cushion there, so you don't have to flip up this whole big piece to get to it. So quick access to that, and then you've got your self-supporting hinges, keeping that open while you're getting stuff in and out of the cooler. Again, you got your step here that has a seat cushion, which we've got sitting down in here that fills out that spot That's just there so you're not walking on the vinyl coming down into the boat. So one thing to note about our storage, it is communicating into the lockers, so this is a good spot for water skis. We'll close that up as well. Just in front of there, you're gonna see we've got the dual battery set up on here. That cushion pops out nicely to get to those if need be. And then under the glove box area slash love seat is our nice big storage area where they've pushed the subwoofer and amps all the way to the back to open that up for all your gear. Battery switches are going to be located right there. And stored back here, which I think is a great spot for it, is the air dam slides between the fiberglass here and the outside edge of edge of the boat. And that air dam kind of slides in through the walk-through there to keep you warm, keep the wind from coming through on those cold days out in the water. Glove box is going to have all sorts of charging ports, your stereo head unit, and just spots for keys and phones. You're going to have several USBs in here, auxiliary. Actually, they put USBs all throughout the boat, so you got a couple in the glove box. If you step back here, you're going to have two more right here, so everybody can charge their devices on the boat. And then onto the dash, got our cubby here. As you can see, we got our gimbal batteries plugged in. But good spot for, again, gear from the driver. You got your phone holder right below it. You can keep that phone handy to change the music if need be. Apologize for the glare. We'll go through the screen here real quick. This is the all-new Link Panerai, where it is fully touch enabled and it is extremely responsive. You can cycle through all of your different functions here via touch, or you can simply use the dial here. I'll go through and show you some things just by using the dial. So you can go through, you're gonna have your home screen, which will, depending on what mode you're set at, say right now we're set to wakeboarding, so you've got your NCRS plate adjustments on there, along with your ballast. You can tab over on the quick key on the dash over here just by hitting this button here. You can always get back to your home screen by hitting that. This is your volume. It pops up a quick window, and then if you hit the button next to that, you've got your rider presets that'll pop up in a quick window. And then one of the other things you'll be messing with a lot is going to be your speed control. So you can go through and fully adjust your speed. Turn that on and off right from there without having to cycle to that particular menu to do it. While we're on here, we'll go through. You got your music settings through on that screen. Basically just click to the right and then you can scroll up and down on the wheel by spinning through to get to the different menus. Ballast, got a little bit in there yet. Lights for your overhead lighting, interior lights. Climate features, you're gonna have your driver's seat heater, and then you've also got one on the love seat, but they can control that on their own with the button on the side there. And then you've got your heaters, so those are at your feet here, this outlet there, and there's one behind the driver as well as the defroster up here on the dash. Along with that, rider presets and settings. Over on the right is new though for 2016 or 17, excuse me. We're gonna have what we call the switchboard, which is gonna have your engine vitals. It's gonna have, and then back to the switchboard here. You've got 4 different ports here that can you can kind of plug and play whatever you want to display on those. So I'll show you real quick. Let's change this top one from the surf side. So you're just gonna hit edit. We don't want surf side up there anymore, so click that. Say we want our Bluetooth, let's do radio source on that. So we can change to, from the radio to Bluetooth or aux. So we'll click that. Now you're gonna have your radio source right up on the top there. So you can go through and change the stereo to whatever source you want. Again, you can do that on any of those 4 slots. Here's the awareness cam. We'll go back to that so you can get a good view of what's going on off the back end of the boat there. So that's pretty much our dash setup. And then on up into the front, we're gonna have a couple cup holders up here, some more 12-volt charger slot, and 2 more JL speakers. Storage up here is actually pretty significant. I'll show you. We've actually managed to fit the entire boat cover under this one side of the bow storage. So can't say you can do that in a lot of boats, but you can do it in the GS20, no problem. So one last look on into the interior here, guys, and we'll get some running footage for you. So stay tuned, and again, feel free to give us a ring with any questions, or if you want to come out and demo one at some point.
We live. Rose gold.
Preston's empty ballast right now.
If you'd like to see a little bit different video of this boat, actually go to our Facebook page and check out the Facebook live footage of this. Nice soft bounce through the waves.
Love that gunmetal.
Come check us out at N3 Boatworks, 317-845-9253.